Hey Riverbend, can't believe it finally happened. The purchase of the Trinity building, as we were able to announce a few weeks ago. So grateful for all the ways that God has gone before us. And as I take a moment to reflect and consider His faithfulness, I think it's fitting that the purchase went through right before we got into September, because September marks when we turned 15 years old as a church. And I'm so thankful to think about all the ways through the years God's been faithful. When we were at the Jetport Sheraton in the conference room back in the day, when we were in the ballrooms there, when we were using all that space, and now in the Robo Road space, and then finally here at the Trinity space. It is just a remarkable reminder of God's faithfulness and kindness to us. And as we think about His goodness and going before us, one of the things that we are so excited about beyond the purchase of this property is the continuation of a legacy that has been made by Trinity. And I shared with them that really the passing of this baton is a picture of not a baton dropping, but rather moving forward and advancing for kingdom purposes and movement. And one of those areas is the food pantry, that we are able to continue serving this community and the people of this area here. And we're just so grateful for how God is going before us here in this space and in this moment, in this opportunity. And you're such a big part of it. And there's so much that we want to share with you in this video as an opportunity for you to get a sense of what it is that we're stepping into in the new year. Who's ready for a tour? Come on, let's take a look.
Hey Riverbend, welcome to our church. Come on in. We have the foyer here, which currently is not getting a ton of updates, but as we move forward in a few years will. Part of the vision we have for this is actually this wall right here, which leads to our gathering space. We would love to see this one day to be a half wall, so that when you walk in, you know exactly where to go. Here in the interim, we will have some directional signage here. So it will point everybody to the gathering space, to the foundations area, and to the bathrooms, as well as the gym, where they can go to the cafe to get coffee. Everybody will know exactly where to go right on this welcoming panel. Let's take a look at the gathering space. As you can see, we have a beautiful sanctuary to work with, but it does need some updates. For example, we'll be removing all of the red carpeting and hopefully be able to expose the hardwood floors underneath, but if not, we will replace that with something more contemporary. And then we will build out the stage to better fit the full band. We are going to do our best to keep the woodwork behind the stage, but some of it may not be able to be replaced once the improvements are made. Other than that, and replacing the pews, not much changes in this area. It's really well kept and we love the way that it looks. Let's check out foundations. This is our welcoming area after you come into the foyer. Right now, it's currently just an open space with single bathrooms, but what we envision is that one day this wall here and the room behind it will be the men's and women's bathrooms that are ADA compliant. This will be happening in the first year, hopefully with the help of the missions teams that we are intending to come. Then, this wall right here where this Christmas tree is would be a cutout similar to what we have in the Riverbend Cafe now, where Foundations check-in will be. So the check-in people will stand behind there, we'll have something beautiful and colorful there, everybody will know right where to go for Foundations, and then we will build a wall here to provide a secure entrance and exit for our kiddos. Come on back. This little room here is the other side of that half wall. So this will all turn into the Foundations check-in area. And then we have 4 classrooms back here that we'll use for our current space. This room right here is currently a classroom, but we are on the other side of the wall. So this will be the men's and women's restroom. So we will eliminate the door that we just walked through and have this be the restrooms. All of these classrooms do need a little bit of work, replace the flooring, paint, and in this classroom specifically, it has this wall here, which we are really hoping we'll be able to take out to open this space up. However, even if we cannot, it is a big room that keeps on going. There's just a lot of stuff in here right now. This is one of the other rooms. Again, all of this room needs is new flooring and some paint. I think we'll even keep the chalkboard. Our kiddos will love that, I'm sure. One of the things we're most excited about is that the kids area has its own restroom. This will need some remodeling, new flooring, new plumbing, and a new light fixture, as well as paint, but we're really excited to have it accessible for the kids. And this is our last classroom on this side. Again, just some paint and flooring upgrades. Now, this is the exit back to where we just were. So you can see it's kind of a loop, and that's something that we're going to have to work through, is finding out how do we create a secure option for our kids right here while also making it fire safe. We do have a plan in order for that that we're executing, but we have been thinking all about the safety of our kiddos as we make these plans for the space. These are the current bathrooms that you have here, but again, those will be changed into the full bathrooms that is with the room on the other side of this wall. It's a little hard to envision that if you're not here, but it will all work out perfectly. Let me show you the nursing mothers and family room. So we are envisioning that this will be either the sensory room or the nursing mother / family room. We would love to have a space that nursing moms can come in, but also dads with little kids who might not be happy in foundations. So we're going to divide this space so that it provides privacy for nursing mothers, but also a place that parents with young kiddos can come as well. And then back here, we have what will be the family / sensory room. So all of these rooms will live stream the service just like they do now. We will have a sensory-friendly area that Lisa is helping us with, as well as an area for families just like we have currently at Riverbend. Let's take you to the next floor. This is our office space. This is on the main floor right when you come in, and we would love to keep it that way because one thing we've noticed about being in this space is that people from the community frequently drop in. They ask for help of where to find things or ask more about the church, and we want to be a place that's available for them, so we do plan to keep this as the office. Now, these stairs will also get replaced flooring eventually. Part of that needs to be done for the certificate of occupancy, but part of it will wait until we are able to do so. One of the things we're most excited about this building is to take on the food pantry. This whole area of the building, Trinity currently has dedicated to the food pantry, and we will continue that. So you can see here, they pack bags so that families and individuals can come and grab each bag and go on the days that they hand out food. But they store all of their food here, and you'll see freezers and refrigerators all throughout the building where they store everything until it's prep day to send them out. And then they use this room currently for community outreach through AA. This is specifically their space that they care for. Now, down this hallway, we have another set of men's and women's bathrooms. The functionality is fine, but we would love to redo them. The flooring needs to be redone, as well as the stalls and plumbing. This room they also use to store things for the food pantry. I would love to one day see this as showers so that we can be used as an emergency resource center for the community should we need it. This room is an extra room. One of the things I love about this building is that it has a few extra rooms that we can use as we grow. So currently it's used for storage for the food pantry. We would also likely use it for storage at the moment as well. This is another one of the extra rooms that I'm envisioning the Climb using if they would choose to, because it's so easily accessible from our gym. The gym floor is in great condition, but it does need to be refinished. So one of the things we're asking of the ministry teams is to refinish the gym floor while they are here. The cabinets that we have in this kitchen are not in great shape, so we do intend to replace them as we are able to. We know that they're not inexpensive to replace, so we'll take our time with that, but we are able to take the cabinets that we currently have at Riverbend space and move them to here and fit them as best as we can. So this kitchen currently does not have a fire suppression system, which means we do need to cut the line for the gas for this stove. So we will cut the line and cap that so the stove and range will not be usable, but one day we would love to install the fire suppression system and make this a usable, fully functional kitchen. We don't intend to get rid of anything else. We will keep everything as is with the exception of the cabinets, but we'll keep the cabinets for now so that we can get started here when we move in the space. Thank you so much for joining us on this tour. We hope that this gives you a great vision for what this building is like, and we appreciate the ways that you have partnered with us and will continue to partner with us as we move here.
I mentioned to you that this was the passing of a baton. And so as the baton's been passed to us, there's much more to do and many more miles to run. And we can't do it without you. And so we want to invite you to continue to be a part of this journey with us. And the easiest way for you to find out what's going on is to go to riverbendonline.org for the Valley and to learn how you can give, how you can participate, as we're going to have work days here. Really, we just started the journey into this space, but there again is much to be done. And so prayers of utmost importance, as well as serving and giving, in order for this space to be all that God has for it to be for us, so that we can serve this community, this valley well.